Hey everyone, today we're going to do a really fun video. We're going to go through our 12 favorite shows we saw on a cruise ship this year. Let's go check it out. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to the channel. In between Christmas and New Year's here, we decided we're going to go through our top things that we saw on cruises this year. So, there are 12 months in a year. I picked a random arbitrary number, so we're just gonna do our top 12 cruise shows that we saw this year. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We were on 10 cruises this year, which is crazy. And we've done all different cruise lines this year. We did Celebrity, we did MSC, we did Royal Caribbean, NCL, Princess. We were all over the place. We went to all different destinations, the Bahamas, the Caribbean, all over. So throughout this whole week, we would love for you to check out some of our videos. We're gonna do our top 12 ports of the year. We're gonna do our, obviously today we're doing our top 12 shows. We're gonna do our top 12 or top 10, because we only have 10, our top 10 ships of the year in order. We're gonna rank everything. We're gonna rank our specialty dining restaurants. We're gonna go through a bunch of them. So let's get into our top shows of the year. What a great year of shows we saw, starting at number 12. On board the Celebrity Summit. A few of them are going to be on board Summit. There was some really good entertainment. There is no signature production show or a Broadway musical on Summit, but I was on a 10-day cruise, so we saw a lot of different acts. So number 12 for me is Jen Maldonado. I'll try to tag everybody below who we saw so you can go check out some of their stuff, and we'll throw a video in here if we have it. Jen Maldonado was great. She was a singer, super high energy, did a couple different shows, sang all of the big diva hits. So if you've ever been on a cruise ship and saw one of those diva shows where they're singing Whitney Houston and Adele and all the big voices, Aretha Franklin, this was one of those shows. Jen Maldonado was great. I saw her around the ship a lot too. She was hanging out. She was at different shows. So she was really good. I highly recommend if you can catch her on a cruise somewhere, go check her out. Number 11 is going to be Under the Big Top, the ice skating show on Mariner of the Seas. This was a great ice show. Not the best I've ever. So we loved the ice shows on Oasis and on Symphony. So this was a little bit behind those, but it was really, really good. Under the Big Top, great theme. They even had a little sled that they were wheeling little kids around. It was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed it. Number 10, not a production show. This is going to be a little controversial. Number 10, still a show, but a game show. And this is the Crazy Quest on Mariner of the Seas. That show is so much fun. It's so interactive. It's a little bit risque, but so much fun. One of the things I recommend to everybody, if you are going on a Royal Caribbean cruise and they do the Crazy Quest, please go do the Crazy Quest. You will have the time of your life. As long as you're not you don't get super easily offended. There's nothing too crazy. It's just a little bit risque. Next up, again, back to Celebrity Summit, number 9, Shades of Bublé. These guys did a few shows as well. They were tremendous. They don't imitate or impersonate Michael Bublé. They do Michael Bublé songs in their own style. So these guys were really great. Few gentlemen that were singing, tremendous. Again, if you could see any of these people, you could check out their social medias. I'll try to attach those down below, or go see them, try to support them. They were all really, really good acts. It's a tough living being in a creative industry and singing and dancing and doing those things. So try to support those guys as much as we can. Speaking of male groups, number 8 on the NCL Escape, the Company Men. These guys were like a combination of like a little bit of an a cappella group and a boy band. They were great. So much fun. They did a lot of popular songs. Really enjoyed it. They mixed them up a little bit. Really good show. One of the highlights of NCL Escape since Choir of Man got canceled when we were on board. That would have been, spoiler alert, number 1 or number 2, somewhere in the top 3 for us this year, but we didn't get to see it this year. We saw it in 2021. So next up, number 7, back to the Celebrity Summit, Dario El Galo. He was incredible. Such a unique act. He does a lot of different instruments. He plays like half a guitar. It's crazy. But he has a really great personality. He is super funny, super high energy, and a great musician. So it was one of those little hidden gems. It's always hit or miss. You never know what you're going to see on a cruise. Sometimes you go to the show and it's a magician or a juggler, and you know, it's just, okay, I'm held hostage on this cruise ship. There's nowhere else to go, so I'm just going to watch this. And sometimes you find these hidden little gems. No offense to all the magicians and jugglers out there. I apologize. But sometimes you find these little gems. This gem on Celebrity Summit was Dario El Galo. He was tremendous. Yet another one. He does cruises a lot, so you should be able to find him on a cruise, specifically Celebrity. Number 6 was an individual act who we found around the ship. Her name was Julia Hatfield. She is a singer from Texas. She has like a little bit of a country Kelly Clarkson vibe. Really, really good singer. We saw her in the Observation Lounge. We saw her in Q Texas Smokehouse. She was great. If you could find her anywhere, I don't think she's on any cruises at the moment. I think she's just an artist performing around the country and in Texas. So if you can go find her, go check her out. She was excellent. Number 5, Howl at the Moon, the piano bar on NCL Escape. We had such a good time here. This is one of the highlights of any of the NCL kind of Breakaway or Breakaway Plus class ships that do Howl at the Moon. If you get a chance to go, just go. Go as much as you can. It's so much fun. The amazing level of talent that these people have, that they can just sit there and pretty much play any song. Most of the time, they're just like winging it too. Now, I get it that you're gonna say, well, they play a lot of the same songs every night. Of course they do. Of course you're gonna hear Piano Man. Of course you're gonna hear Sweet Caroline and all of the other songs that everyone requests, I'm sure, every cruise. But they play crazy things that are way, way off book that I couldn't believe they were playing. And it's so much fun. It's, you know, you could tip them, they'll play a song. You could tip them to stop playing a song, which we did, which was really funny. But you can do all of those things and just have a great time and enjoy it. Howl at the Moon is one of the biggest highlights on any NCL cruise for me. Number 4 is Rock Circus, the carousel show on MSC Meraviglia. These shows are spectacular. MSC gets a bad rap for a lot of different things, but I will tell you, these shows are a little bit of an additional cost. They are $12, which you get a drink with it. So if you don't have a drink package, you know, you're pretty much getting a drink and a show for 12 bucks, but it's a very small, intimate theater. It's, you know, a little like circular theater, get it? Cirque. So it is really, really good. The performers were some of the most talented people I've ever seen on a cruise. They were really good. Considering the entertainment on the rest of the ship was just good. It was good. It wasn't great. These guys were spectacular. And we were on Seascape, which is one of my favorite cruise ships, and we had such a blast on Seascape. The entertainment on Seascape was really like all over the place. There was lip syncing for a lot of the shows. I don't know if people were sick or not, but this show, Rock Circus on MSC Meraviglia in the Carousel Theater, is just incredible. Number 3 on our list is the Prom Show at Sid Norman's. We didn't get to see the Fleetwood Mac show, which I know is usually really, really good, but we saw the Prom Show, and I think it was more fun. I've seen the Fleetwood Mac show on different cruise ships, but when we were on NCL Escape, the Prom Show was just a blast. It's very interactive. It's fun. The music is great. It's 80s music. They're dressed up like they're going to an 80s prom. They interact with the guests. They play all your hits. Everyone's singing and dancing. It's a great time. The only downside is you have to get there very early if you would like to get into that show. The Sid Norman's is too small. I'll say it. It's just too small. It's great that it's an intimate area, which I think is awesome, which of course, if you go see a show in a small little theater or venue, that's awesome. But if it was a little bit bigger, like 300 people, that would be spectacular. Alas, it's not. So go get in line early and go check out that show. It is great. Number 2 for the year, we're going to jump over to the NCL Joy and talk about Footloose. Footloose was amazing. We got to see it, unlike Choir Man on Escape. It's probably I think it's the only actual Broadway show we got to see on a cruise this year. And it did not disappoint. That show is now done and retired from NCL Joy, so you cannot go see it anymore, which is very sad. But that show was fantastic. Shout out to Graham, who we met on the first day of our cruise, and he was the bad guy in Footloose, and he was great. The whole cast was great. Now for the drum roll, the #1 show this year for us on any cruise ship, we are heading back to the MSC Meraviglia, cruising out of Brooklyn right now, was the House of Houdini Carousel show. It was incredible. I was asking Meg here for her opinion on all the different shows, and we both had Footloose and House of Houdini first and second. She had Footloose first, I had House of Houdini first. So when we were going through this whole list, we both thought it was just amazing. I'm telling you, that show is incredible. For 12 bucks, totally worth it. Take your drink, go check out House of Houdini on Meraviglia. If you go see any show on Meraviglia, go see that one. So great. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope everybody is enjoying the holiday season. Those are our top 12 shows of 2023. We would love you to subscribe. I'm supposed to say that in the middle of the video, but I always forget. So thanks so much for watching. We would love for you to subscribe. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. So please jump in. We put out a cruise video every single day of the week, 5 p.m. and 11 a.m. on Sundays. We do cruise news. I almost did Tony cruise hands there by accident. I apologize. I'll put my hands away. So please subscribe, and we'll see everybody tomorrow. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.